For my entire life, I have grown half deaf with deaf parents, but never have I ever learned the history behind sign language. Sign language is the fourth most spoken language in the world. It would help your resume and benefit your communication skills. Sign language was founded by Thomas Hopkins Gallaudet and Laurent Clerc. American Sign Language has two theories on how it started, and it hasn't been clarified to this day. Because of William Stokoe and other languages, American Sign Language was able to be started. American Sign Language has left a big impact on deaf people. American Sign Language was founded by Thomas Hopkins Gallaudet and Laurent Clerc, because Thomas encountered a deaf girl who inspired him to learn sign language and teach sign language. According to the book, The Life of Thomas Hopkins Gallaudet, he was born in 1724 in Philadelphia. His parents were immigrants, and he married and settled in Hartford, where he founded the first American Deaf School. Thomas founded the first American Deaf School and American Sign Language. Sign Language was founded in the year 1817, the same year the first American Deaf School was founded. Laurent Clerc is a Frenchman who helped teach sign language to Thomas Hopkins Gallaudet and with Thomas Hopkins Gallaudet. As I researched the Gallaudet University website, Laurent Clerc was born in France. Laurent Clerc was the first successful teacher to teach sign language, but he wasn't deaf at birth. At 1 year old, he fell into a fire, lost his sense of smell and his sense of hearing, which pushed him to learn French Sign Language. From the Gallaudet University website, at the first American Deaf School, he taught American deaf children sign language and taught male teachers sign language. How American Sign Language started was never clear, and to this day we still don't know. There's two theories on how American Sign Language started. William Stokoe was a linguist who studied American Sign Language. William Stokoe was born July 24th in Lancaster, died April 4th in the year 2000, and he was a professor at Gallaudet. One theory is William Stokoe found a book about American Sign Language. He was able to further American Sign Language by creating slang terms. Some of the deaf population give credit to William Stokoe for starting American Sign Language. William Stokoe was able to prove that sign language was a language. William Stokoe spent years trying to prove sign language was a language. From the website National Science Foundation, I learned that sign language was seen as a poor form of speech, but now it is seen as a stable form of speech and has a strong structure and no longer seen as a poor form of speech. According to National Science Foundation, William Stokoe received a grant from NSF. After proving sign language was a language and proving sign language had its own structure, syntax, and morphology, he was able to make a dictionary for sign language. American Sign Language traveled fast around the world, using schools, other languages, and other generations. Because of Gallaudet University and the language from French Sign Language, American Sign Language was able to successfully travel around the world. Gallaudet University was occupied by deaf students and hard of hearing students. Gallaudet University was the most famous deaf university located in Washington, D.C. Gallaudet University was founded in 1864. Because of Gallaudet University, some deaf children had somewhere to go study. And because of Gallaudet University, it pushed awareness to sign language. In conclusion, American Sign Language had a long history behind its language. I was reading my 10th one. French Sign Language helped spread around American Sign Language. French Sign Language was the first language to become a real language. According to Ethnologue, 10,000 people use French Sign Language. American Sign Language was able to influence British Sign Language, just like French Sign Language influenced American Sign Language. In conclusion, American Sign Language had a long history behind its language. Because of American Sign Language being founded by Thomas Hopkins Gallaudet and Laurent Clerc, William Stokoe was able to prove that American Sign Language was a language. And because of French Sign Language and Gallaudet University, American Sign Language was able to become a language to influence British Sign Language. After living 16 years, half deaf and with deaf parents, I'm proud to say I know about my first language's history. American Sign Language is important, and to learn about its history is also important.
Very nice.
That was so much.